Room. What's up, Instagram? How are you guys? Come on in. Welcome. Get comfortable. I can't wait to convene with you today. Amber Freeland here, Intuitive Business Coach. I've been going through it today. I'm going to be open about it and talk about it right off the bat because I really need some deep healing. So if anyone's feeling any wonky energy, anyone's having challenging relationships, challenging communication, we're going to handle it today, okay? So if it's your first time meeting me, again, my name's Amber Freeland. I'm an intuitive business coach. I'm an angelic channel. My husband and I work together in Naples, Florida, and we primarily automate high-ticket coaching businesses. Aside from that, we're both certified master quantum healers, and we do a lot of incredible work with the subconscious and with healing, and we started our journey in this realm of magic, and so I've been bringing it back a lot lately. Been doing a lot more readings. I have a brand new deck here today, and it's the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reid. Have you seen this one? It's absolutely magical. I played with it a lot last night. I don't know tarot. I don't know traditional tarot. I use oracle cards quite a bit, but I channel the angelic realm directly. I channel the archangels, and I channel quite a few ascended masters. And so I am going, hello, I see you guys joining. Please let me know when you're here. Please just pop something in the comments because I can see that you're here, but I can't see who you are. And I would really love to see who you are. Let's see. Is there any way? How do we do this? Invite people to join. No, we don't want to do that. We can share this. Ooh. I mean, I don't know if anyone wants to be invited. Hello, Colleen? Is that right? Did I say that right? I'm glad that you're here. I'm really happy to see you. Let me know how you guys have been feeling today. I have felt the most interesting energy. I've had some sad happenings in relationships lately. I've had some things working themselves out. So I'll tell you a little story before we dive into the message here because I think it's really relevant. I had a massive, good morning, Tasha, good to see you. I had a massive breakthrough last weekend. And I went away to my mom's house and I just wanted to ground in some healing energy. And my intention was to activate the divine feminine magnetism in order to grow our business. I really wanted to tap into a deeper level of, I wanted to hit the easy button around money, essentially. And again, if you're new here, we're high ticket coaches. So we have offers up to about $33,000, which if you don't sell high ticket, that probably sounds like a lot. If you do, then you know the feeling of when you close those sales and how easy that really can be working at that high of a level. And also, you know that maybe some time can go by in between sales. And so my whole intention was to activate some more ease of flow in my business. And what I learned was freaking mind-blowing, okay? What I learned was that the divine masculine, or rather the wounded masculine, was protecting this divine magnetic feminine in me, that the fastest hack to activate the feminine magnetism was actually to heal some of the wounded masculine energy. And I'll tell you what, it knocked me on my butt. It knocked my socks off. It was so cool. And what happened, and by the way, we just came through a hurricane too, so it's been interesting. Tabitha, good morning. Happy to have you here. It was interesting because about a month ago, we went through a really crazy hurricane that demolished a lot of the area near where we live, and we were out of power for 7 days. And as an online entrepreneur, you can imagine what it feels like to have no power for 7 days. And we've been cleaning up that mess for a while, frankly, right? And so when I learned this about the masculine and the feminine and how we can harmonize them and how balancing them isn't necessarily the goal, but it's actually helping the masculine to put down the sword of protection. Paulina, hello. Mary, hello. I see you guys there. I learned a lot around helping the masculine inside of us to put down the sword so that the divine feminine can truly rise into her power and begin to manifest without hard, tedious work. Now, I know that there's a ton of women in my world that would love to manifest more without tedious work, specifically money, right? Because I help a lot of coaches. But is there anything else that you'd like to also manifest without a lot of hard, tedious work? I want you to think today about one thing that you'd really like to call into your life in the next, say, week. And we're going to pull some cards and gain some intuitive insight into how that can look for you. Now, one of the coolest things that happened was right after I adjusted some of these things and just started to explore them, because let's be real, I could do this work every day to get an even better result. But what happened was I made unexpected cash. 15 hours after the first realization of this, I made $4,000 unexpectedly. The next day, $500 unexpectedly. And this morning, $12,400 unexpectedly. Okay? So I'm telling you this to tell you that what you're seeing others do is real. Stacy, welcome. I just saw your first message here. Okay, beautiful. What I'm saying is, if you've been anything like me, I'm just liking all your comments here. If you've been anything like me and you've wondered, how are these other people doing it with ease and grace and flow and making it look so easy? And it's obvious that this person is not stressed out. They're not doing hard, tedious work. And you're wondering, like, what have they activated? What do they not know what do they know that I don't know? And how do I make it easier? I just want, and a lot of you know me and you know me pretty well. And so I want to give you, from my heart to yours, some reassurance that this stuff works, that it can be easy, that it doesn't have to be hard and tedious. A lot of it comes down to worthiness and deserving, right? A lot of it comes down to self-forgiveness and self-love and nurturing that divine feminine inside of you that happens to reside in some of the deeper chakras, like the root and the sacral chakra and the solar plexus, the way we shine our light into the world, the way we're received, because society has not, over the last centuries, supported the feminine the way that it has the masculine, right? And so all of this started to be more and more apparent to me, the way that we've been living in a masculine-driven society. And I really do not mean to talk male-female here. I mean to talk energetics here. It's really supported the more hustle mentality, the do, the go, the go to college, get a job, do your thing, do what you're supposed to do, suck it up, buttercup, and deal with it. Or lean on a man to provide it. And then hopefully retire with enough money to be able to feel comfortable for the rest of your life in your older years when you've got grandchildren and, you know, stay fit and have enough energy to enjoy that stuff, because the first 40 years of your life you worked, right? That's been the trend. And thankfully, that trend is shifting a lot. Not just because we're entrepreneurs and not just because we're choosing to live a different way, but because the energetics of Mama Gaia are now supporting a more feminine, energetic driven way of living, which is great news for us. And again, doesn't mean that women are going to rule the world, although that would be fine, right? But what I'm really talking about is the energetics. I'm talking about your drive to center and sit still and connect with spirit and tap in with who you truly are at a soul level and activate the magnetism inside of you so that you can then get the results without all the hard, tedious work. It's like the opposite of the hustle mentality, okay? So I'm just laying out for you what I've learned over this past week, the financial breakthroughs that have come for me. Some relationship things have been popping up and sorting themselves out, and things inside of me as far as the way I interact with others, and feeling around all sorts of deep, deep things that could either cause me pain or they could cause me a massive breakthrough, and I'm committed to that massive breakthrough, and I know that I cannot manufacture that breakthrough with the limited perspective I have as a human being on this planet, that the smartest thing I can do is actually surrender and tap in with spirit and listen, because that's much more difficult than what we all do, and we try to figure it out ourselves. So today, we're not going to figure it out ourselves. If you don't mind, hello Kelly, I see you there. Welcome, happy to have you. You missed the beginning, but hopefully you got the vibe. I'm about to pull some cards for us, and I really wanted to bring you this breakdown because I did not wake up in a good place today. I've had to challenge myself to recalibrate my energy towards what I want. So even on really good days with big financial wins and all that stuff, doesn't necessarily mean that it always feels good. And we get to tap in with how to calm that nervous system, heal what needs to be healed, and tap in with the magnetism inside of us. Charmin! I'm so happy that you're here. Activating the magnetism. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I lost my train of thought because I pulled a card that I can't read what it says. And these are brand new cards for me, so I'm going to look into that. But it's the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reid. There's a lot of energy in this deck. It's all positive energy. It's based in the traditional tarot, but with etherical, amazing energy, and to be interpreted in a positive way based on the reader. Okay, so that's why I got a little distracted. I don't know what that card says, so we're going to remove it. It says call or kale or something like that. But I know what the rest of the cards say, and I practiced with them last night. So here we go. Stacy mentioned she wants to lose some weight. It's a great time of year to focus on that so you don't go the opposite way. Charmin, you just joined. Kelly, you just joined. You guys, what's one thing that you'd really love to gain some clarity on today? And can you give yourself the gift of tapping in and being still for a moment in order to receive messages from spirit? I remember where I was in my train of thought. I was saying that I cannot manufacture the message myself no matter how fast I swim upstream. I am giving myself the grace to tap in with spirit today, and I'm so grateful to be one who you guys are happy to connect with and hear the messages that come through me. And I just want to reiterate to everyone that you can absolutely do this yourself as well, but I'm so grateful that you're here with me today. Okay, card number 1 is the 10 of Air. Now, if you read traditional tarot, in this deck, the air is the sword. 10 of Air. So, you have an angel here looking up to the sky. She's blowing a feather up. This is beautiful. Okay, so what this card is saying today is that if there's anything that you need to say to another person or say to someone in your life, or if there's anything that you've really been just wanting to get out but feeling the need to bottle up inside of yourself, the really cool thing is that you can do some mirror work around this, and you can actually get this out of yourself so it's not affecting your energy, and you can blow this energy up to spirit to be transmuted and brought back to you, so that when you do say it to whom you need to say it to, that you are able to do that in a way that is supported divinely by spirit. And for someone like Stacy, who your goal here is weight loss, okay? I want you to take the time, if you're open to it, to look at the internal dialogue that you have with yourself in regards to anything that you say to yourself about your body, or anything that you say to yourself in regards to if it's difficult to lose weight, or if it's a lot of work to lose weight, or anything like that. Anything that you've done in the past to lose weight that hasn't worked out for you, that you're holding resentment towards yourself or towards the process. I want you to take the time to get all of that out. Okay? So I want everyone watching to feel into how you can fit this into what you're doing, okay? Because that's obviously not super clear in the weight loss goal at first, but that's how simple you can think about it. And you can sit with yourself in the mirror and you can say things like, you're beautiful no matter what. The only reason it's been hard to lose weight before is because of the view that you had of yourself. And I want you to know that you're absolutely beautiful. You're absolutely protected, that we don't need to hold on to this weight for protection because we are divinely guided. We are divinely protected. And because of that, you can release this weight. And when you release this weight, you're going to feel stronger, and then we're going to get more done, and we're going to have a better rest of our life in general. All the other fruitful things can come through when we release the attachment to why we're holding weight, what that means for us, etc. And Stacy, I have a course called Quantum Body, and it's all about how to lose weight doing energy work instead of hard, tedious diets. And so if you'd like access to that, send me a message. I actually have a really cool pinned comment here in the Trinity Room where you can click that and you'll be in my DMs. So if you click that, obviously stay for the reading, but anyone that needs or wants anything from me after, you can click the link in the comments and it'll go straight to my DMs. If you want Quantum Body, if anyone wants Quantum Body, it's coming up, obviously, the holiday season when everyone gains weight, unless we intend differently. And then after that, in January, it's usually when people lose weight. So it's usually when I pull that out of the archive, out of the vault, and give people access to it. But if you want it now, then just let me know. Okay. Card number 2 is the 9 of Fire. The 9 of Fire. Card number 2 is the 9 of Fire. And the fire card is the wand, okay? So in the traditional tarot, there's wands, swords, pentacles, and something else. And in this good tarot deck, the 9 of Fire, it would be the 9 of Wands. So let's touch base and see what this is all about. All right, so she's got a beautiful, what would you call this? She's got golden stars on a string, kind of like Charmin, what is it? The wind chime. Charmin bought me a beautiful wind chime for my birthday one year. It's almost like a wind chime of glowing stars. And off of these stars are little dragonflies. That's what's on this card, okay? So here's the stars over here, and then here's a bunch of dragonflies, right? It's backwards for me. And what's happening here is that as opposed to her being the effect of this, like, it's almost like the star, at first glance, it looks like the stars are turning into dragonflies. But the truth is, the dragonflies are coming to her, and they're creating tangible reality in the star. And so this really has to do with the expectation of the divine, of divine light, of God, of source, of spirit, coming to you to actually create the tangible reality that you then show up in the world with. Trinity, hi. It's so good to see you. So good to see you. Oh my gosh. Stacy, my first time seeing you. Goosebumps City happening. So your program must be what I'm searching for. So much info on the internet that I stalled doing anything. Well, I'm so happy that you ended up here. And I'm more than happy to be a guide for you in that way. So what an incredible comment. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. So you guys, just to wrap up card number 2, this is all about activating your connection with spirit so it can come to you. This is not outward energy. This is very, very, very magnetic energy. Spirit coming to you to literally create tangible reality according to what you desire, my friend. Specifically according to what you desire. Okay, beautiful. Card number 3 today is the 6 of Water. The 6 of Water. I know it's a little hard to see, but we have a woman here over the water. She's holding her solar plexus and her sacral chakra space. She seems to be coming to this water in a little bit of pain and looking to be healed and have this washed away from her. There's also little spheres of energy rising up. She doesn't look in total despair, but she looks like she's gone through something painful recently, and she does look hopeful in this moment. So let's tap in a little bit more. Okay, amazing. So these little spheres of energy, I don't know if you can see them. They're little balls of energy here in this card. And the interesting thing is like not what you would expect. These are like little balls of lead that are hanging over her head. Desire, big fat lotto win. Nice one, Charmin. These little balls of lead are hanging over her head, kind of like the next shoe about to drop. And she's carrying this energy. She wants to rid herself from this feeling. It's causing a lot of pain in her gut and even in her heart. And she wants to clear it. She just needs help to clear this energy out. And so I want you to look at thoughts and feelings that are kind of haunting you, things that keep coming up in your life, things that you are actually choosing to accept simply by the fact of not choosing to deal with them. Okay? So I want you to take radical responsibility in this moment. And I'm literally getting a pain in this area. It is the most interesting thing. It's heavy, heavy stuff. And I'm getting a pain up here too. And here comes the yawn, which means the energy is moving. So I know this is going to hit home for a lot of you. And definitely for me as well. What are these little things that keep popping up? And yes, we need to transmute them. But our card number 1 told us that we can literally share these thoughts and feelings with spirit and then receive messages back in order to deal with them in the physical. So I really do feel like there is something that some of you are not saying. There's something that some of you are not facing. Not some of you. Every single person here has some things that they're either not saying or they're not facing. And now is the time to take that to spirit and gain clarity on it so that you can deal with it once and for all. And I'm also seeing here that this does not mean that we all have to walk into difficult conversations, okay? Sometimes no response is a response. So you have either been, what's the term? If you're listening to this, you either feel like someone has disrespected you in the recent past, or you feel obligated to go above and beyond to explain yourself to someone. And what I'm seeing here is that you do not need to do that. Although you may need to take it to spirit so that it's not consuming you as you go about life. For some of you, you do need to have some conversations, but you're being called very clearly to convene with spirit first before you go forth and just say whatever's on your mind. And I'm very, very, very much being called to guide you to do some mirror work on this. I have a mirror set up on the floor in my office. And that is so that I can sit comfortably on the floor on my mat with my lights and my candles and my sage and my incense and my cards. And most importantly, I can see eye to eye with myself. And I can look straight into my own eyes. And I can remind myself how much I'm loved, how much I'm protected, how much I've been through, what a good job I'm doing. I'm able to give, Brittany, yay! I'm able to give myself the acknowledgement that maybe I'm not receiving from others, and I'm able to remind myself that I don't deserve to be treated in any negative way that I may be feeling like I'm being treated by others. And I'm able to give all of that love to myself and remind myself that everything I'm doing is good enough, that I am enough, and that I deserve to live the life that I desire. And I'll tell you what, when you activate that inside of yourself, and when you look into your own eyes, and you really feel worthy, and you really feel incredible, and you really feel like you deserve to enjoy your life, and not drag your own self through the mud and go through emotions that you don't deserve to feel. When you really, really, really are able to connect with yourself, you're really, really able to connect with those that you are here to serve. The power of I am, Brittany said. Yeah, 100%. So if you're here and you're doing work in the world where you serve other people, you coach other people, or you show up as a guiding light in some way for other people, it's a lot harder to do that when you haven't done that for yourself. You don't owe anyone anything. And if you're carrying resentment, I recommend you let it go, because the only one eating it, the only one it eats up is you. And this message is insanely clear to do this work. And when you're in that space and you get deep into that work, amen. Yes, thank you for that. When you get deep into that work, you're finally able to peel back the layers of the wounded masculine that I mentioned at the beginning, the one that's protecting the magnetic feminine inside of you, that's able to rapidly manifest all the things that you desire. It's beautiful, beautiful work. And we can do it. You can do it right now. You can go. Listen, I'm going to challenge you. I'm on your shoulder. I'm right behind you. The people that hear this message, I'm going to cry. Those of you that hear this message and go into the bathroom or go into your bedroom or find that mirror and look into your own eyes and do a little healing work immediately after this, you guys are here to change the world. And you will. But many people who hear this, they won't do that. So will you do that? Let me know in the comments. Will you do that? Can you take 5 minutes after this to actually do the work that really matters most on the planet, which is getting yourself taken care of so that you can take care of others? Because when you're in that mirror, I want you to know that I'm right there behind you. I've had to do so much of this stuff. I have been my greatest challenge. Yes, Tabitha's going to do it. I'm right there with you. I'm in there with you. Seriously, I'm not joking. No joke. Mariah, yes, amazing. Welcome here too. I haven't said hi to you yet. I want you to go. Tasha, yes. Stacy, yes. You guys, this is the work. This is how people make it look so easy. Okay? It is easy. Boy, I needed this today. Colleen, thank you. We're all there with each other too, not just me. Every one of you that stepped up, you have each other's support. Stacy, you're here too. Amazing. You guys, I'm really proud of you guys. This is the work. This is the stuff that we don't do that makes all the other stuff harder. So I want to tell you something I have coming up that I'd love to invite you to, and then I'm going to give you very concrete details of what to do in the mirror, and we're all going to go do it together. I have an amazing little mini experience coming up. It's called Quantum Goddess. I'm putting it together. The doors open on the 11th. We're going to work together from the 18th. Let me look at the calendar. We're going to work together, from the 14th through the 18th for 5 days. And we're going to dive deep into this work. We're going to heal the wounded masculine. We're going to expose safely the magnetic divine feminine inside of you. It will change your whole life. Okay, I'm putting it all together. You won't believe how much I'm charging for this experience. $11. Okay, because I want to make it accessible for absolutely everyone who wants to do this work. Janet, it is so phenomenal to see you, Janet. The first time we do Quantum Goddess, it's going to be $11. It's going to be $111 from here on out, but the first time we do it, it's going to be $11. The reason is I want you to make an energetic exchange so that you'll show up for yourself all 5 days. The details and the opportunity to enroll in that will be ready on the 11th, and we start on the 14th. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're doing this stuff together, okay? I am so excited. Thank you, Tabitha. Yeah, it came through from Spirit when I was learning these cards last night, so I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to change it and make it how I want it to be. That's how Spirit wants it to be, and that's why it's going to be that way. Okay, so it'll be available on the 11th. If you want to learn, if you want me to reach out and let you know when it's ready, drop a crown emoji in the comments here. Either on Instagram or in the Trinity Room, drop a crown, and I'll make sure you get access to that, because I am doing this because I want to do this, right? And I know that of all the things I've done in business, the things that I've wanted to do no matter what, regardless of the outcome financially, are the things that have brought me the most joy in my life and consequently brought me the most financial wins in the end. And I want to teach you guys exactly how I've done that. All right, I see your crowns coming through. Because we're queens, you guys. I never resonated with that. I never understood until I was able to pull back the layers of this wounded masculine and see the sacred queen inside of me, the one that has now utilized that energy to manifest some money, right? Like I told you, if you missed the beginning, right after I healed this stuff, I manifested $4,000, then $500, then $12,000. Okay, so not little things. And I want each and every one of you to have access to do these things in the way that it's just, it's so easy. It gets to be easy. I tried for 5 years to make things easy and they were hard. Okay, so I love you guys. I love these crowns. I love that you're in. I can't wait to bring this to you. I can't wait to spend this time with you. We did a masterclass recently and it was 2.5 hours long and it just felt a little hard and tedious and draining and mental. It felt like so much holding mental space. And so I said, the next thing I do, it's going to be like 30 minutes to an hour a day for like a few days straight where everyone can come and they can get what they need and it doesn't feel rushed and you feel held energetically. You're so welcome. I'm so glad you guys are so happy about it the way that I am. So you guys will be the first to know. And again, let me leave you with this. I want you to go in the mirror right now. I want you to take all this energy and I want you to look into your own eyes. I want you to look straight into your own eyes. And I want you to say, I love you so much. You've come so far. Look at all the challenges that you faced in life and look how beautifully and eloquently you have overcome some of the most difficult things. I'm so proud of you and I love you so much. And I want you to start to get in touch with the feminine that's in the lower chakras and the masculine that's in the upper chakras, going out into the world and doing things. And I want you to say, hey, thank you. You can relax a little bit. Guess what? She's protected. She's safe. And she's so capable. And because of that, you're not insulting the masculine and saying, hey, we don't need you. You're saying, listen, man, you deserve to relax too. You've done an insanely good job keeping us safe and keeping us alive and keeping us on track. And you get to relax for a minute. Divine masculine inside of me, you're good too. You get to chill out for a second. And we're going to allow that feminine energy to rise. We're going to allow it to stir up energy like a fire brewing inside. And we're just going to allow her to come out and we're going to allow her to play and get her feet wet because she's kind of been imprisoned behind these walls. All right? And I want you to look at yourself and tell yourself how absolutely amazing you are because you are. It gets to be easy. It's about to get a whole heck of a lot easier. Okay. I mean it when I say I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful that you were here today. James, welcome. We've done so much feminine work here. So welcome. And there's a divine feminine and a divine masculine inside of each and every one of us, whether we're male, female, walking around on this planet, whatever way resonates with us, there's a divine masculine and there's a divine feminine in each and every one of us. And so for the men here, a lot of times they've been called to be so put together and on point and provide, that they've kind of had the opposite problem and they've had lost touch of that divine feminine too. Been told not to cry, been told not to feel those feelings, etc. And so if you are here and you are a man and you watch this recording too, I want you to honor both sides of yourself as well. All right. So much love for you guys. Really just bursting from my heart. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited to convene more closely with each and every one of you. And I'm so excited to be back again to bring you more of this goodness. Thank you for showing up big today. Time to go do the good work. Love you guys. Bye for now.